Hi everyone, this is Joan, and this will be another very short video. The reason why I'm showing you this plant is because it grows wild in Chicago, and might grow wild a lot of other places, but right now I'm focusing on Chicago. Well, the reason why I'm showing it is because you probably heard a lot about the upcoming food shortages. And I tried to grow a garden this year, and the squash came up really good. But what you're looking at is what came up with no effort on my part at all. In fact, I just recently had to chop a lot of it down. Now, this is what it looks like, and I want you to get a really good view of it. These are the seeds. Now, let me also point out, this is what they eat a lot in the Appalachian Mountains, and it's a weed. It grows. It might be in your backyard right now, and right now you may not, might just think of it as a pest. Actually, it's a pretty plant. It comes up on its own, but the leaves are edible. Now, let me point out that the leaves are edible after you boil them a couple of times, at least a couple of times. It might need to be more than that. And I have read you should not be eating the large leaves, and definitely stay far away from the seeds. Don't eat the seeds. But the small leaves like this are what you're supposed to focus on. This is the Wikipedia caption on it, and it's different ways of spelling it. It's P-O-K-E-S-A-L-A-D or P-O-L-K-S-A-L-A-T, and that is what I looked up here, and it came out Phytolacca americana. Okay, but basically it is pokeweed or poke salad. Now, when I was coming up, we ate it a lot, and it was called poke salad. Now, they're going to tell you it's poisonous, so, be cautious. But and this is a Wikipedia article, so you can look it up yourself. So, as a general rule, I'm not telling you to eat it, but I'm telling you some people do. And I have myself. I showed you that's growing up in my yard, or was growing until I cut it down. Okay, so when you go further down, you see food uses. Now, poke is a traditional southern Appalachian food. The leaves and stems of young plants can be eaten, but must be cooked by boiling 2 or more times with the water drained and replaced each time. That's very important. The leaves taste similar to spinach. Yep. The stems similar to asparagus. Now, let me say right there, I've never eaten the stems, only the leaves. A typical recipe is to remove the leaves from the young plant, rinse them in cool water, bring the leaves to a rolling boil in a large pot for about 20 minutes. Discard the cooking water, rinse them in cool water, repeat the boiling and the rinsing at least 2 more times. Now, these people in Appalachians, they are pan-frying it. Where I come from, nope, you ate it more like spinach or greens. Okay, pan-fry the leaves in baking grease for 2 minutes. Add bacon and salt and pepper to taste. What is essential is that the leaves be young and that they be boiled at least twice with the fresh water each time. Okay, now I think this is also important, extremely important. The roots are never eaten and cannot be made edible. Stay away from the roots. Also, stay away from the berries. Now, I did see on YouTube where this guy said he ate 1 berry a day. I don't recommend it. I personally say don't do that. But like I said, lots of people are doing lots of things. So this is just something to consider. This is on Wikipedia. A lot of food, I do believe that there's going to be a food shortage. And the idea that there's something growing in your backyard or in your front yard or wherever that you might be able to get that won't cost you anything, but you have to be careful of how you cook it, is something I just wanted to bring to your attention. I showed you a picture of that I had in my yard. Here's a picture of it from Wikipedia. And like I said, you won't find it under poke salad. I don't think. You'll have to look under Phytolacca americana. But I can tell you, in my opinion, it tastes very good. And I'm not sure if they list any health benefits, but I don't know. I kind of think that anything that's growing like this tastes like spinach must be somewhat healthy. And the berries are pretty, but do not eat them. And a lot of other people have been eating them for years. Okay, here you see a picture of a woman preparing poke salad. And let me show you some stuff they have on YouTube about it. Okay, here are some YouTube videos. And what I typed in was just poke salad. And you have people showing you how to cook it, showing you what it looks like, how to harvest it. And, you know, this to me is like free greens that you don't have to be really good at being a farmer, or you don't have to have a green thumb to try out. Okay, if I eat poke salad, is it going to kill me? I don't. Like I said, we grew up eating poke salad in Chicago. So I think that with the upcoming food shortages, I do believe that there are going to be food shortages. I just wanted to show you something that might be out there that might help. Now, I am not telling you to eat it. I'm also showing you that it is considered poisonous, but I'm also showing you here that a lot of people are cooking it and eating it, and I only know of, let me see, I've heard on one of these videos that somebody got sick and they got like diarrhea, and that was the only thing that's the only adverse thing they had ever heard. Now, I grew up on it, and nobody ever got sick from it. But like I said, you do have to boil it at least twice. Now, I'm saying at least because if you're getting older leaves, I think you might need to do it longer than that. And I also recommend looking at some of these videos specifically showing you how to cook it, before you cook it, how to harvest it, and also exactly what it looks like. The berries are pretty easy to figure, you know. The berries are pretty little purple things, but don't eat them. Even though one of these videos, this guy, for some additional reason, says he takes just one seed every day, and he doesn't chew it, he just swallows it. I don't recommend it. We never did it, but, you know, it's just something to consider. And I know you can eat dandelions. I have actually cooked dandelion greens, but it's been a while, so that's something else to consider. So, you know, be safe. Do not take it on my recommendation, because just in case you get sick, I don't want you to say, oh, well, Joan said do this. No, I'm saying consider it, research it, and if it's growing free in your yard, you know, you might want to consider that as opposed to greens. I planted turnip greens, mustard greens, whatever kind of greens I could find, and the insects loved them. They ate all kinds of holes in my greens, but they did not touch the poke salad. So I had a lot of poke salad, and I did cook some. I cooked some twice. And, you know, like I said, I don't think I cooked it as well as my mom. Hers was good, but, you know, with practice. But in any case, the Heavenly Father provides. So, again, I'm not telling you to eat it. I'm saying that, hey, food is getting very expensive, and you might have something that you could possibly eat in your backyard, but do it with caution, or your front yard, or wherever. So, you guys have a great Sabbath, a prayerful Sabbath, a prayerful Sabbath. Okay, so long.